This exercise is a rock bass line that's based on the E minor pentatonic scale. It's played with a plectrum and sounds great if you play it with some distortion, as you'll hear from the recording. Let's take a look at how to play it. Okay, so before we dive in on the riff itself, let's take a look at the E minor pentatonic scale. This is derived from the E natural minor scale, which contains the following notes: E, F sharp, G, A, B, C and D. Now, to make that into an E minor pentatonic scale, we simply remove two notes, the 6th degree of the scale and the 2nd degree of the scale. So we're going to be losing the F sharp and the C. And that's going to leave us with E, G, A, B and D, which is E minor pentatonic. Let's take a look at bar 1. So we're going to play an open E, and then we're going to follow that with two E's played at the 7th fret of the A string. After that, we're going to walk down through the E minor pentatonic scale. So we're going to play E, D, B and A. Now that's the first two beats of the first bar, and it should sound like this. And again. Okay, so once we're on that A, we're going to let that hang across into beat 3 of the bar. And then we're going to follow that with 3 further A's. Now, because the first of these A's comes on the 2nd semiquaver subdivision of beat 3, you'll need to start playing them with an upstroke in order to stick to the down up picking motion that's recommended for this line. So the first 3 beats of the bar are going to sound like this. And again. Okay, and on beat 4 we're just going to play a simple phrase, A, B and G down at the 3rd fret. And that completes the first bar, which should sound like this. Okay, let's move on to bar 2. For the first 2 beats, bar 2 is the same as bar 1. So once we get as far as this A, we're going to play it again, and then we're going to play a hammer on from A to B. And then we're going to complete the bar by playing a hammer on from D to E, and then finishing on the G at the 5th fret of the D string. Bar 3 is the same as bar 1, so let's move straight on to bar 4. We're only going to play 2 notes in this bar, a C and a D. Now you'll notice that the C is not a note from the E minor pentatonic scale, which makes it all the more striking. We're going to play a very simple rhythm on this note. We're going to play a C on the and of beat 1, and then we're going to follow that with 4 semiquavers on beat 2. Like so. We're then going to move to D. We're going to play 2 Ds on beat 3. We're going to keep those nice and staccato. And then we're going to play a ghost note on the same string and then hit the D one more time. So bar 4 sounds like this. And that brings us to the end of the exercise. Okay guys, I hope you enjoyed the latest bass lick of the week. If you'd like to download the PDF worksheet and backing tracks, just head to resources.basslinepublishing.com and follow the instructions on screen. I'll see you next week for another bass groove.